Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the super long wait. Just like school and stuff got busy, and honestly I had lack of stuff to film. I'm still waiting on some stuff before I do another binder tour because I want to show my binder as complete as possible. But in the meantime, I decided I would make a signed album tour. I have about 16 signed albums, I believe, and I thought that now would be a good time to show you guys my collection. So I'll get started with the from oldest to newest. So starting off, I have all three, as you can see right here, I have all three albums from Blue Eyes. So I got these in a group order, and the members that I ended up pulling was, this one is Wonyoung, and for the pink version, I originally thought that this was Yujin. The group order manager told me that it was Yujin, but as I looked into it more, I saw that it was actually Chaewon, and you can tell she does a little CH, I believe, right here at the top. So that's how you can tell that it is Chaewon. And for the last one, this one is Yuri for the orange version. So I didn't end up getting any of my biases for Blue Eyes, which sucks. But I got to a point where I just started getting as many signed albums from IZ*ONE as I could, because as you know, Twice is my bias group, but they don't do M-Wave signed albums anymore, and it's easy to get theirs, but it's kind of expensive, but it's a lot cheaper to get IZ*ONE, so I thought that I would try to get as many of those as I could before they eventually have to disband. Alright, let's see if I can fit this here. So for Wonrick Diary, I bought 2 sets of the albums, one from a group order and one directly from M-Wave. So for the first purple version, I ended up getting Yena, and I don't have the correct sizing of the wraps. I do, but I've been too lazy to put them on, so I just cut original ones and I wrapped it around. And for the second purple version, I actually pulled Sakura. So this was the first time that I pulled one of my biases in one of the albums. And yeah, this one was directly from M-Wave, so I got super lucky. Yeah, the Yena one was from the group order. The Sakura one was one that I bought. And for the first white one, this was the one from M-Wave. So this was Yuri. And then, yeah, so this was, Yuri was the first member who I pulled doubles of. So I have her Blue Eyes and Wonrick Diary. And for the group order white one, I ended up getting Nako. Originally, the group order manager was going to give me Wonyoung, but I was talking to them and I mentioned how I already had a Wonyoung from my Blue Eyes, and they were able to help me trade with somebody else within the group order to get a Nako. And then, I'm trying to think. And then the next one that I got was actually this It's Icy version, signed by Yuna. I bought a bunch of Twice Japanese albums from a friend of mine, and he mentioned how he had a ton of extra copies because I guess he bought a ton of them from M-Wave, and he sold me to this for a really good price, so I decided to take it. So yeah, this is the one signed Icy album that I have. I originally was going to get It's Me, but the group order fell apart due to COVID, and then by the time that it was back up, the timing wasn't right for me. And then I was going to get Not Shy, but those were limited and I was not fast enough at all. next, I believe the next one was this one. So this is the only signed boy group album that I have. So this is CIX's Chapter 1 Hello Stranger, their first mini album. And this was also a very, very good price that I saw on Instagram, so I decided to take it. It is signed by all 6 members, and yeah, I just really like it. And then next up was, almost knocked over my camera there. Next up was, I believe, One Reeler. So, from IZ*ONE. So they did 2 versions of the album, and I went a bit crazy and I bought 6 copies from M-Wave. So, for the first white version, so scene 1, I pulled Eunbi, and I was lucky enough to actually pull her face card with it. There you go, messing it up. But around the time I started sort of biasing Eunbi, I really wanted to have one of her signed albums because I love her signature, and I ended up pulling one of hers, so it was perfect. And then for the second scene 1, I pulled Chaeyeon's signature. Now it's not her photo, it's Hitomi, but yeah, I just put whatever member was in the front. But yeah, so this is Chaeyeon. And thankfully in One Reeler, they had a pre-order set that had their signatures on the back, and it made it a lot easier for me to remember their signatures. And the second scene 2, or the first scene 2 album I got was another Nako. And I believe this one wasn't originally with the album. It was one of my original 3 that I bought. And yeah, I just put it in there so that it would look pretty. And the second scene 2, this one was kind of difficult. I think it's Hitomi. That's who the signature resembles the most. I have a Hyeon cover. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is Hitomi. I can't really tell, but it's the one that matches the most. So I just say that one is Hitomi. And for the first scene 3, I ended up pulling Wonyoung signature. I don't have a Wonyoung cover, so again, I just put the original cover that came with the album. Well, so the second Wonyoung signature that I have. And for the second scene 3, I ended up pulling Yujin, which I was super, super happy to get because I finally have a Yujin signature. I think right before I ordered the album, no, this was after they arrived, was when I figured out that the pink version of Bloom Eyes was not her signature. So I just got really lucky that I did end up pulling one of hers, and I'm super happy to have it. So the only bias signature that I'm missing is Hyewon, and I think the only other member that I'm missing is Minju. So hopefully for their next album they do M-Wave again and I can get their signatures. And the last 2 things are Twice things. So I bought this More and More album off of a seller on Instagram, a really trusted seller. I really like if I'm gonna buy a signed album or any memorabilia, I usually go to them first. Yeah, so I got this More and More copy. The signatures aren't the best, which I get because they rush through signing these albums because it's not a fan sign album. It's just, an album that they sign at the back of music shows, but it's still cool nonetheless. I was super, super happy that I was able to get it for a relatively good price. And the last signed thing that I have, which is the most recent one, I got it about a week ago, is this Twice TV 3 signed copy. And the signatures are a lot better on this one than the More and More. I can tell that they took their time signing this one more, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, they didn't, I don't think they signed a ton of these. It was a bit expensive, but I'm super happy to have it regardless. If at any point I want to watch Toy TV 3, I can open it up and watch it. But the signatures look amazing on that one. And yeah, that's all my signed albums. Sorry if I rushed through it. I just, really wanted to let you guys know that I'm not dead. But yeah, really hope you enjoyed that video. I will try to make another video soon. Actually, a video that I did have lined up was Twice's World in a Day photo book, but one of the photo cards has a weird print mark across it, Mina one, the Mina card. So I think I'm going to buy that photo book again so that I can get the card or try to find it. I should probably order it soon before they sell out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please drop a like below. Comment anything in the comments down below. Subscribe if you want to. I guess I should say we're on the road to 100. And thank you guys so much for all the love and support you've been showing on the videos. It's really heartwarming that people somehow still come back and find enjoyment in my videos. And until next time, peace out.